I think he's a traitor. I think he has committed crimes, in effect, by violating the agreements given the position he had. He was a contractor employee, but he obviously had been granted top secret clearance. And I think it's one of the worst occasions in my memory of somebody with access to classified information doing enormous damage to the national security interests of the United States.
I'm here because I'm really concerned about the misinformation in the media. He is a sensitive, caring young man. This is the Ed that I know. You know, the same eyes, or it's the same Ed. He just is a deep thinker.
Lonnie, at one point during one of our conversations, you said you were concerned about the way the media was portraying Ed. Tell me about that.
Well, first and foremost, you know, every place you read is high school dropout, high school dropout, high school dropout. The fact is that Ed had an illness at the beginning of his sophomore year when his mother and I were going through a divorce. They believed that it was mono. I believe it was diagnosed as mono, but he missed approximately 4 or 5 months of school, so he was going to fall behind. And he asked if he could try to test into a program at the local community college. And you know, there was some disagreement on whether he should do that. The bottom line is he did, and he completed his high school equivalency in advance of when he would have graduated from high school, and then continued taking college courses. I don't want them reading my email. I don't want them reading my text. In my opinion, they have no right. Not even under the guise of we need to keep you safe. That's, again, I'm an American. I'm free. This is the land of the free, home of the brave. You know, don't tread on us. If we say, oh my gosh, we're going to have to sacrifice our freedoms because of the threat of terrorism, well, the terrorists have already won, because it's our freedoms that make us American.
I asked him specifically that. What would you say to the American people who say, why did Ed leak the secrets that he leaked? And he looked in the camera and he said, look, I don't know why. He must have seen things that we can't even explain right now. He also looked into the camera and said, very compelling, he said, Ed, don't leak anymore. He said, don't talk anymore. He said he also said he would like to see Ed come back. I said, at one point I said, well, if that means a 10-year jail sentence, if that means life in prison, do you still want Ed to come back? And he said, absolutely. He said, we have a system here, come back, and something to the effect, and again, I'm still going through a lot of this because this happened late last night. I came down to D.C. He said something to the effect of, he's better off in prison here than a free man somewhere else, basically dealing with what he's done.
Does he have any siblings, Edward?
Yes. Yes, he does.